Love and light. I'm my Auntie J Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves. And right about now, I'm going to address a very uncomfortable topic that needs to be discussed. My sisters, you mothers out there, okay? Stop pinning babies on men that you know didn't father them. And then hollering, it doesn't matter. It does matter, darling. Because what matters the most is the child. And nobody has the right to deny a whole human being half of their genetic identity, half of what's going on in their blood, because of whatever your personal issue is with the person that you procreated with. A stepfather is a blessing and a privilege, because a man is only responsible for a woman he marries and a child that he fathers. Allow yourself to earn that man's love, to where taking care of your children is an extension of loving you, if he so desires. But when you deny a child the knowledge of what's on the ancestral side of their paternal lineage, generations can be ruined that way. Even if you procreated with a guy that turned out to be a real buster, and it happens, no judgments on you, it happens, that child has the right to know who the other half of them is besides you. It may be their job to evolve what they picked up in their father's pattern. And when you deny them of that, you deny them a huge part of their spirit work on earth. So ladies, let your children know who their fathers truly are. For those this applies to. And it will also help in your spiritual growth to move your ego self out of the way and truly put your child first. And I understand the scrutiny and the judgment that comes when a woman lays with several men and doesn't know who got her pregnant. But that's where accountability comes into play. That's where you can take that space to heal. What was going on with you that you felt the need to do that? You see what I'm saying? It's never too late for you to heal either. But accountability has to come first. And from accountability comes growth. And when you can grow, your child can grow. Because bringing someone into this world is always, always, always bigger than you. Because the way a child is raised has a lot to do with the role that they're going to play in society, has a lot to do with the spiritual path that they're set on from the very, very beginning. And that is bigger than the shame and the scrutiny that a lot of women may be afraid to face. And what's so sad about that part is you're worried about judgment from people who don't have a heaven or a hell to put you in. You're worried about judgment from people who probably did just as much humping around as you did. And none of that is a reason or an excuse to deny a person half of their genetic identity. And ladies, that's what you do when you get pregnant by one man and then go to the other man that's going to be kind, and I'm going to go to this man because he's more likely to take care of the child. But, this one over here I got pregnant for, I just want to kind of forget about it. Don't do that. Because that's going to make it hard for that person to connect with their ancestral lineage. And it keeps you from growing as well. And none of us are perfect. Everybody in these human meat suits got some kind of shit going on, please believe. Including the person talking to this camera. Oh yeah, my poo stinks too, so don't think I'm coming down on no judgment. But this is something that really needs to happen so that we can fix these broken bloodlines. And it's very unfair. I gotta say that too. It's very unfair. I get it, ladies. It's very, very unfair, sisters. It is. Because we're breaking out of this era of men can do whatever they want and women are just supposed to be barefoot, pregnant, smile, and just take whatever and be a lady. We all know that's over and it's never coming back. And it isn't fair for a man to stick and move at his leisure. But if a woman has more than one or two sex partners, then she's just for the street. She's a this, she's a that. And I get it. And we don't want to face that scrutiny. But when it comes to a child, if that's what has to come out for that child to know who their genetic identity is on both sides, then let that be done. And I'm going to say this too, just out of love, sisters. If you don't want to be called a whore, don't behave like one. Because a true essence of yoni empowerment is being very careful who you let lay up in it in the first place. Because every time you part your thighs, you are flirting with resurrecting an ancestor. And if that ain't enough to lock the box and be more careful, I don't know what is. But that's another day's conversation. I just wanted to get this message to you because the Aquarian age is not coming, it's here. The time of ascension is now. The time to purify, get stuff right, get your house in order, that time is now. And this is why a lot of uncomfortable things like this have to come out for healing and for ascension, not for judgment and shame. Just something to think about. So let's fix these bloodlines from the bedroom, ladies. Missed my punchline because that damn truck rolled by, so I'm going to go for that moment again. Let's fix these bloodlines from our bedrooms. Ashe. Make sure you beam up to 222.9 the Mothership Internet Radio for the road less traveled. Your one-woman radio station that produces more spiritual topics like these and jams the throwbacks and the old school, planetarily aligned. Beam up.